Get started with week 10 of the 3-0 eSports. We are here with Olympic versus Battlecast. And I have got two people with me right now. I've got returning good old Maniac Bane, and then we got Lilac Star.
Hello.
Hello.
We're both roaring and ready to go, but so are the teams. We're into the pick ban already. This should be a pretty fun set. Both teams have a bit of a sub situation, so we'll see how it actually ends up playing out.
Yeah. I mean some cheese sticks right now.
Cheese sticks. That's a really good Lissandra ban.
Business Trooper loves that Lysandra.
He does. But Just Know also loves his LeBlanc, so no surprise there. Honestly, both teams kind of tout themselves as having the best mid laner in the league, so this is going to be a pretty fun set to watch. See that matchup.
So do I have to expect an Ari ban?
You might. I think both of them play Ari.
There's a Leona ban.
Yeah, the Leona ban is pretty interesting. There is the Ari ban. Contain yourself, Lilac.
I'm trying.
I want to see them ban Draven just to make me cringe.
Alright.
I mean, Business Trooper on that Lysandra is pretty cold-hearted.
Oh man. There's
So
an eye.
We now only have two casters. No.
What?
Was a joke. It was a joke. The Aurelia man is really interesting to me because I don't think Doodle or Business play it. I could be wrong. They might be playing it in solo queue right now, but
It's Morgana.
yeah, it's gonna be a good pickup for Space Hamster. It's also a takeaway from Business Trooper, so
Darkness and light, both in the ban. Stand behind Braum, they said. It'll be fine, they said.
I mean, it usually is. A wall's pretty helpful.
Pick anything into Morgana, they said. It'd be fun, they said.
And there's Varus, and then the Insta-Lock Pantheon for Rated R Love.
Yeah, this has kind of been his champion of power ever since they really started popping off in about week 6, I believe it was. Rated R on the Pantheon has been a pretty big force to be reckoned with. Usually see it banned, but with Just Know starting to draw so many bans, kind of makes that difficult.
I'm expecting a Cinder ban here.
Honestly, I'm expecting a mid lane ban, period.
Yeah, they have no reason to not just keep banning out Just Know.
I mean... Yep, I was expecting that one. Cully is still strong.
Yeah, she's also really fun.
I get how her kit works, but I just don't really care. I don't feel safe playing a Cully. But that's just how my playstyle.
Yep.
There's an R ban against VX Doodle. Zoe ban. Wait, Zoe exists?
Yes, she does.
So I go.
And there's another. Is that a Faithful ban? Or is that a Doodle ban?
That would be a Doodle ban.
Okay.
He's been playing a good amount of Gnar. The Shen pick, he's got that in his pocket as well. I think they're trying to force him onto something like the Cho'Gath or the Darius, which he's probably inclined to go for. Yeah, just the Cho'Gath if it's
I would
up.
have gone the Garen.
You would grab the Garen?
I would have.
We're down to one caster.
What? If It isn't high pro play. You can't really fight against the Garen.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean that we want to see it. Doodle doesn't even play the Garen, so grabbing the Cho'Gath makes a lot of sense for him. Corki for just no. That's going to be a first for him.
T1, boys.
I think that's the first for the season.
It is not.
Oh.
Guys, it's T1.
Heat
Running
Viper
it
played
down
Corki. And Scion for
There's a
Copycat.
Scion.
It's going to be a pretty fun matchup. It's kind of just a slap fest of the top side. Both laners could theoretically win it if the enemy is taking ridiculous trades.
I swear to God. I swear if this is picked. I hope it's troll. I hope you're trolling. I hope you're trolling.
No, they're not.
I
gonna
hope you're
do it.
trolling.
He's got to play Lux.
Thank God.
Damn it.
I'd rather have the Lux than a random.
Business Trooper
I had to stop
has
myself.
like an order of operations mid lane champion pool. It's like Morgana, or sorry, Lissandra. Then like Morg is like sometimes in there, and then it's like Lux. You don't see him vie from it too often, but sometimes he does. He'll go for Ari every now and then as well.
Honestly, instead of the Lux, I probably would have gone for the Lulu. If you're going for something like that. Just because you have a Varus.
Machine Gun Lulu.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking just at like what the comp can provide, Lulu could work. She would be very easy to camp out for Pantheon.
Oh, this is true.
But
Well, you
I also don't
admit
think
that-
Biz plays it, so
Honestly, she's a good farmer. She just all she does is push out lanes. And she's in a solo lane, but her attack speed buff would really help the Varus out in late game, even though Varus doesn't really need it.
I mean, if he brings Lethal Tempo, he will need it, because then he'll have even more attack speed.
Yeah, that's just true.
Do we want to do over-under here?
yeah. I'm trying to come up
I
with
got
something.
nothing. I got nothing.
Cho'Gath stacks?
I'm thinking.
Scion health at 10 minutes.
I was thinking Pantheon kill participation at 20 minutes.
Sure, because we know how much they like ganking.
Yeah.
Over under 50 or over under 75%?
Flat number, not 20%. 7.5 kills participated in.
Wait,
Oh, what?
I
did
just
not do that
realized.
right. Don't
I just
bet.
realized. What happened to Vex?
You never noticed?
I just noticed.
They dropped.
They dropped
They
that.
disbanded.
Yeah, they disbanded.
Oh,
So Battlecast took the leftovers.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, some Vex wanted to play, some of them didn't. And so instead of trying to find new people, they just banded. That's why Guzin, and then the ones that wanted to play went and joined Battlecast, making the ever strong Battle Vex.
Vexcast.
Also,
which team has the mecha icon?
Battlecast, I think.
Oh.
I don't like Galaxy's icon at all.
We got 15 seconds. What do you think of comps?
I'll let you take this one, Maniac.
I mean, honestly, I think late game is probably more favored for Olympic because the Tristana, Corki, and Sign's just never gonna die. But they also have good early game with the Pantheon and the Morgana, just able to get good ganks in the bot lane. Whereas Vax, I feel like they're gonna try to go to late game too, but they have more pressure and more better in team fights brawl because they have the Cho'Gath to soak up damage, they have the Jarvan to initiate, the Braum to peel, the Varus to do damage and root with Chains of Corruption, and the Lux to just shoot through the entire enemy team when they're all rooted and just die to all of them.
Well, if King D builds Varus like he should, not crit, Varus will be Sion will not exist when he comes up to Varus. And I failed with the damn client.
Yeah, at least you get it now instead of having to be like me and wait the entire time.
Oh, now it's gonna figure out what's going on.
Hey, look, it's the knockoff Elementalist Lux skin. Is that a Conquer Varus without the border?
Neon, are you? Yes, I am not very quick with things.
That's why he's an Ari main. I'm joking. I'm joking.
No, I am a Soraka main.
Oh lord.
Yes,
Soraka is a pretty fun character. Also, I still just love this Pantheon skin and how he's just got a slab of butter on his knife there. It's like, just in case you didn't know this was a butter knife, here's a slab of butter.
Butter knife.
Makes the slip out of his hands easier.
That's what he's got the oven mitt for.
Minions have spawned.
God.
Gives him the grip. Well, pretty standard start for both teams. No one's overcommitting for too much here.
And now it's not letting me spectate. Well, screw you, League client. Screw you.
Yeah, sometimes it's weird.
I'm gonna reset client.
Yeah, I really like this pathing decision from the bot lane from Olympic, deciding to take the long route, not knowing if the Braum and the Varus are going to be sitting in the tribush. They just don't want to get caught out by that. But Rated Our Love is coming in again. The binding actually weaves around Braum. They do land the concussive blows onto Pantheon, but by golly, if that is not King D needing to back at level 1, I don't know what is.
Like I said, Rated Our Love with those cheesy ganks there.
Every time you give him Pantheon, he's going to cheese gank you bot lane at level 2. Every single time. It's happened every single time, and people still don't ward.
Come on, you gotta learn sometime.
I mean, you have to ward, period.
You just got to do it quicker when Rated's on the field. But Rated is falling a little bit behind in terms of camps, but I think that's well worth getting both sums out of this bot lane and giving a lot of control over to Masterfire. Now, it looks like Doodle might be in a bit of a bad spot as well. The Scuttle was taken by Rated, and with this red buff, they're going to be slowing him down. They do find the knockup. I don't see him getting out of this. Possibly not. Rated Our Love going to be able to flash over the wall. Gets the spear onto him. Like a manning lead for him.
Now that's a point in the right direction.
Yep. That is what you want to see out of this squad. Just heavy pressure from Rated. He's the most aggressive ganking jungler. We see a lot of other aggressive junglers who are all about those invades, but Rated is all about killing the laners.
It's this kind of play that makes you want to try to play Jungle Pantheon.
Yeah. Looks like a little bit of an engage from Just No as well. Business Trooper does get stunned up. There's no red buff this time from the Pantheon. So all they're going to be able to do is get out the barrier, but that's still a pretty good advantage for him just now. Now sitting 10 CS up. And that's kind of the other big matchup here for this match, like we were saying beforehand, is Business Trooper versus Just No. Lots of talk from both players. Both of them in the camp thinking that they're the best or one of the best mid laners in the league. So good chance for both of them to prove themselves here.
Yeah, they talk the talk. Let's see if they walk the walk.
Well, Corky won't be walking at all. So
How does he get boots on then?
he can still
Very
wear boots.
carefully.
He's in a plane. You can still wear boots in a plane. Have you not seen that movie, Boots on a Plane?
That's a horrible joke.
Especially when you think about the good old Woody line, "There's a snake in my boot."
There's a snake in my boot.
There's a snake in my boot on a plane.
Ooh, looks like
Yeah, Andy's
looking for
gonna
a
try
game.
and find something. Doesn't land. The flag and drag actually gets hit by the binding, and the wall from Faithful pointed the wrong direction. Means Slash Andy's gonna get turned around, and just a huge health lead right now in this bot lane for Master Fire and Hamster.
one more hit and that.
Oh
bomb
my
would've killed
god,
him.
that binding landed? No way, and he doesn't have the unbreakable, but no explosive charge either for Master Fire. It did finally just come back up, but
Jeez, Hamster just curving. It's like curving a bully. He's curving the binding.
yeah.
I'd be so angry if that was happening to me.
Yeah, and Rated has found his way bot lane again. If either of these two step up to this bush, it looks like he's not even going to wait for them to do it. He gets on with those Moby boots. Faithful is getting really low. King D's going to fall down as well. And just more kills for this Olympic squad.
He's making Sven Skaren proud.
He's putting the camp on. He's going to get
And
hit
I
by
might
a
as well
binding,
just-
but looks like
I might as well just reset my computer.
you might have to. Yeah, you still haven't been able to join in yet?
No, I've been trying to join from Andy, but it still gives me that whole bullshit.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and
Even
give
I
it some
can
more
join.
shots. Yeah, it doesn't seem to discriminate, and it'll every now and then change its mind on who it wants to give hell to.
Yeah. But Faithful again in that gank did put the shield the wrong way again. I don't know. I don't think it mattered, but
I mean, it gave a pretty big health lead over to the side of Olympic, which made it a lot easier for Pantheon to get the gank off. And it is a little bit of an off pick for Faithful. We typically see him on something like the Tom Kench. And it wasn't even banned this game, and they decided to go for the Braum. I don't know if they're just trying to prove their pool or what's going on there.
they just wanted to combo with Varus. I feel like it's a pretty good combo.
It's not bad.
Because by the time you get the concussive blows, you'll have 3 stacks of Varus's W, so you just burst them.
Yeah, it definitely does work together pretty well.
He's going on hit. Or crit,
That's-
whatever you want to call it.
No, he's going on hit. The Vamp Scepter, that'll give him a Blade of the Rune King, and then they can go for a Rage Blade after that. Another Binding Land's going to be soaked up by Faithful this time. And yeah, I mean, just more control. Pantheon's about to be level 6. That'll give him more chances to gank.
Too bad we don't see the Alistar combo that we did before.
Yeah. It's a little unfortunate. They do have Copycat in the top lane for him this game. But here it comes. This is the ultimate that we're looking for. Another engage from him and a lot of damage. The binding's going to land onto Braum. Yeah, there's no way out for him there.
Soul Shackle's a little too much.
Probably. I would agree. But I don't think it's one of those too muches that's going to really hurt them. Especially because they just...
Jarvan's nowhere near bot.
Yeah. Rated is all over the map right now, doing what he does best, kind of going back to this style. We haven't seen this from them in, I think, the last 2 weeks, really. They seem to kind of stray away from this just all-in on bot lane style. And I think part of it is that most people have been banning Pantheon against them.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
There goes
That's
that
a
first
quick
tower.
burst.
Yep, here's Business Trooper again, though, getting ganked. They're trying to bait it out. The barrier has been used. Still has the stun if he wants it. He's going to get hit by the binding, though, and it might be enough to find the kill. One more passive proc should do it, but he's not going to go forward for that one anymore.
Yeah, that TP, though, just making them scared to actually go in.
Now, ooh, Rated does find his way in, but an ult from Business Trooper actually going to go wide. Now, Rated R needs to flash out of this Cataclysm. Just know is still inside there. Doesn't have mana for Valkyrie. I think he might get slapped down here. Slash Andy finds himself a kill. As Faithful also going to get engaged on by the Tristana. Forced to flash away from her, but she's going to keep going for the Buster Shot. Should be enough to find the kill, but a Rupture's going to land onto Pantheon. The mid lane gets feasted down.
Nom 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 nom.
Nom 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 nom.
Nom nom.
Makes you feel like you're eating a nice old steak.
Yeah. Nice medium rare steak, not one of those well done steaks. This game is definitely in Olympic's favor. I don't think Battlecasts are necessarily out, though. As long as they can kind of try and repair this bot lane, I think they'll be fine.
And Cho'Gath's gonna get tanky, and he's gonna be able to snowball probably. At least I would hope if I were Battlecast.
Yeah. Yeah, is nice to see Jarvan going for the Cinderhulk, but a package actually used on the Business Trooper. He doesn't have flash or the barrier, but a few too many skill shots gonna miss there. That would have been really good if he was able to get on the other side of Lux and force her to walk through the package there.
Yeah, I think it was just in the heat of the moment. Maybe it was about to expire. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he probably maybe could have tried setting up a little bit more, possibly look fake out, go in for a ward or something, and then find his way behind. But
My client's not letting me spectate.
all right, man. We'll
Talk with you later.
yeah, we'll keep it going. Have a good one. Thanks for trying.
Yep. Thanks.
Yeah.
We're gonna see this lane swap mixed with the Rift Herald. They're just gonna let it charge and not actually try and escort it in. So
I mean, it's Cho'Gath Jarvan.
yeah, you also got a Fed Tristan Pantheon though.
True. Maybe they just want to be safe.
Yeah, Master Fire is gonna get engaged on by the Soul Shackles with the binding. Gonna be enough to lock him up. And it just delivered himself to death. Now Doodle trying to get some damage off on the Master Fire. Gonna be able to find the kill as well. Enough to be flashing away. Good shutdown gold for Doodle. The team still losing quite a bit there.
Yeah, I don't think he got the feast stack off either, so.
He did not, sadly.
Or happily, depending on which team you're rooting for.
Sadly for him. I usually try to think in the perspective of the player that I'm talking about.
Alright. Yeah, Cyan's wave clear's pretty good. Especially like in this area, because he's wave clear and just as King Ding and Faithful are pushing in, so.
Yeah, Rated though. Gonna take a pretty bad trade there from Jarvan. Did get the red buff, however. An engage from Copycat. Nice decimating smash. Going to be able to land onto 2. A lot of auto attacks are actually being blocked by this Unbreakable, but I think they're still going to be able to find the kill, and the reset's going to help him get onto Faithful as well, as he's got the winner's bite off. But another kill for Masterfire. 1, 5, and 2 on the side of him.
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't see Tristana, so it's just like, and they didn't see her either, so it's just like, why is Cyan ulting into us? Then Tristana comes in and you're like, oh.
Yeah, it's kind of the thing that Olympic are they're very good at gank timing, right? They're very quick, concise. They always catch the enemy off guard with it. They always like commit to it as a team, right? Someone's always there to set it up. They're not waiting for the other person, and it's just going to help them out quite a bit. The binding from Space Hamster just barely lands on a business. Going to be able to pick up a kill there.
Almost solo killed by Just Know. Ooh, that was almost a steal.
Yeah. And this is, I mean, this is Olympic fighting for their playoffs, right? There is still a small chance that they don't make playoffs if they don't win this game. It would be very, very unlikely given the rest of the matches that would have to occur. But this is them just going all in, and Andy's going to try and stop this siege right now. Successfully doing that. Masterfire is going to be forced to back off.
Cataclysm.
It's a pretty good move.
Reminds you of World of Warcraft sometimes.
If I had ever played it longer
never did
than
either.
an hour. There was that expansion, wasn't there?
Yeah, that was like their third expansion, I think.
Yeah,
And it
I'm not
changed
sure.
like the entirety of the world.
Yeah. Never into WoW myself. I always preferred Guild Wars.
I had a friend who told me to buy it, but instead I got a game for my PS4 that my friends have been nagging me for much longer to get.
The nice thing about PS4 games is you don't have to pay $20 a month for them.
But the game I got is kind of annoying because my controller's like weird. Because I can't, it doesn't let me do certain moves in the air.
That's unfortunate.
But back to the game.
Quite so. Ugh. Yeah, I think right now the biggest thing for Battlecast is this Cho'Gath. If he can really start popping off, he's already quite tanky, pretty hard to kill. So we'll see what can happen there. But a lot being used onto this tower, and Lux actually is going to be able to find the snipe onto Tristana as well. The package used straight across the lane when nobody's walking. They're still going to be able to find the kill onto Jarvan, but this is still a really good fight for Battlecast to take. King D's trying to get up. Raider Love going to be able to find another kill as well, but it's still only a 2 for 3 as they're going forward. Nice body block there, stopping the Cho'Gath from dying, but Battlecast getting the advantage in the fight. Flash forward from Boost is not going to be able to land onto Space Hamster. Now he's in a little bit of trouble. The reset from the ult already up, but King D is going to be chasing forward onto Just Know. Does have the health advantage here.
If he didn't have that, the freaking, I forgot the name of it. The one rune that gives you the shield. He would have died there to the Q.
Yeah, Nullifying Orb.
But yeah, like, it looked good for Olympic, but then you just saw Tristana get killed, Pantheon just getting devoured.
Yeah.
And they lost their front line in the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, Copycat did die very fast. He hadn't even finished an item yet. He was still just sitting on components when that fight started, which definitely makes it rough. They can't lose him that quick, and they also need to make sure that they're watching out for Masterfire and getting that Black Shield onto him. That way he doesn't get caught by the Lux, because he's still going to get one shot if Lux finds his a binding.
Yeah, pickaxe and curve bow. Pretty good back for King D. Already being just about more than halfway there to the Gensu's.
Yeah.
Support's fighting over a ward. How casual.
Filthy ward casuals. This is definitely shaping up to be an interesting game. Master Fire is sitting on 2 items now. Once he's able to get that Infinity Edge, he's going to be doing quite a world of hurt. But King D also very close to that Rage Blade, which is going to help him really start busting through Copycat even more.
Pretty much, and that's just going to make Squishies nothing. Baron spawning up in just about a minute, though. We'll see. Not really that much ward coverage on it from Battlecast. We're reaching towards that 20-minute mark.
Yeah, nobody even bet, so.
Are you serious?
Nobody bet. So yeah, I can make it whatever I want.
If just one person bet, you should just give them like double their points.
Yep, Battlecast looks like they really want to try and force down this tower. Really desperate for that standing gold. Copycat doing what he can, but also both the Battlecast guys doing a decent job of not drawing too much aggro too early, and they're able to take that down now and trying to find an engage as well. As Catechism comes out, it's going to be locking Copycat in there with him. If they can land another Rupture, they might be able to body block the ultimate as well. This Unstoppable Onslaught still going to be in range though, but the flash forward from Doodle, they find the kill with the Feast.
He also missed all skirmish down. Did we? No, that was Dragon just picked up. Yeah, this Cho'Gath, he's turning into a big boy.
Yeah, he's definitely getting scary. Like I said earlier, he's really going to be the big, front line for this team. They really need him to get ahead. If you need our Discord, you can find it on the website. The link down below is invalid. I need to update it. I'll go ahead and do that now. But Olympic gonna be forcing out this Baron. Battlecast have absolutely no clue. A little bit of a mistake from Just Know using that cone, but again, Battlecast not paying any attention. This is gonna be a free Baron over to them. It's going to help them make this game go quite a bit smoother for them.
Especially with the Tristana being an insane siege, the Scion being able to pretty much siege on the off lane. Corki, I don't remember how good Corki is in sieging. I haven't seen him in so long.
It's nothing too special.
I just want to point out that Business Trooper and Just Know have the exact same score.
Yeah. Yeah, just a little bit of a CS difference really being the only difference there. Andy, though, going way too aggressive for Morgana. Going to get hit up by a lot of CC. Force a flash away, but might just be baiting in because here comes the Glacial Fissure. But now Faithful Fox is in a bit of a rough spot. Really nice ultimate, though, from the Lux. Finding 3. He's not going to be enough as Masterfire is getting in with those resets. The crits are coming in strong as Olympic find 3 kills. They're going to be able to push up with this Baron wave as well. It looked so good for Battlecast, but that flank from Tristana was amazing.
Copycat had an insane ult, knocking up 3.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah.
Can't knock him down. He'll knock you down.
Yeah, and this is probably going to be them pushing up on this inhib turret. It's kind of hard because they need to clear out these waves that are stopping the caster minions from moving up, but they're not really focusing on that at all. Nice black shield's gonna stop them from, stopping his recall. And again, just a little bit of an overcommit onto these frontliners for Olympic. It's hard to get past this dark binding from Morg.
Unfortunately, they didn't get the turret.
They did not. They were able to get another one, though. Now, Andy, you can't actually 1v1 this Scion. He does a lot more damage than you do.
Forced to smite him to stay alive. I mean, at least Copycat wasn't greedy with unstoppable for onslaught.
Yeah.
It's not up. But...
Yeah, it wasn't up. Was not up. But, yeah, I mean, it's looking like Olympic can do no wrong right now. They're in a firm lead, almost 10k up. They've got even more that they can do. Still standing gold. All these turrets still have Baron for a while, and I just don't know if there's enough damage right now, because Varus is an entire item behind the Tristana. He's actually sitting down 3,000 gold right now.
Yeah, and in that last fight, Tristana didn't even have Infinity Edge. Now she does. Imagine the damage she's going to do now.
Yeah.
How much smoother it's going to be.
A lot smoother. It's definitely in their control. This is right now their game to lose. Just know it's going to get engaged on by the Cataclysm and just bringing himself to death. / Annie going to be falling down. So you got to be careful as a Jarvan going into a comp like this.
A little over greedy there, to be honest. Just like you think you can burst him, but no, there's the entire enemy team.
Yeah. Yep. And Hamster has just been on point. Oh my god, there goes Business Trooper. Okay, that's a Fed Tristana.
Yeah, it's just on his late game now.
Yeah, that's crazy where she's at right now.
They can literally pop Varus too, with just like one bomb.
Oh yeah. They've got a lot of options. They're going to be sieging up. They don't have Baron, but frankly, I don't think they really need it. So they're looking to go on to just no. Soul Fairnish from the Scion going to be keeping him healthy as well. And Andy just immediately forced to retreat.
Just No's just saying just no to their fights. Come on.
Yeah. Yep, and a third Elemental Drake on their side. If Battlecast manage to stall this out, at least Olympic have that Elder Drake assurance in the late game. I don't expect this one to last much longer than about 6 minutes. That's kind of where I guess this one would end at.
Yeah, and even then, if they do go that far, the last Drake's a third Cloud Drake, meaning I don't think there's anyone on Battlecast that's going to be able to match the rotations that Olympic will be able to do.
Yeah. Space Hamster is trying to do some work. He's got pretty decent vision control this game, sitting at 80 vision score. That's pretty decent for 27 minutes in.
Panther just did their best MC Hammer impression. Can't touch this.
I put that on my music playlist recently. That's actually a pretty good song. I'm not a big fan of rap. Like, I really don't like rap. But I'm like, you know what? I could get down to some MC Hammer.
I don't like country.
I don't like country either. Country's the worst.
Country is a resident sleeper.
I'm kind of wishing that we had seen a We saw the center Hulk out of J4, which is something I've been asking for since last week when J4 really started coming into prominence in our league. Everyone's going full damage and just dying immediately because none of them could land their flag and drag. Andy adapting and going for a center Hulk, I think, is pretty good. Doodle, though, with an engage in. Not going to be able to get through this black shield, though.
And that's why Morgana's so annoying.
Yeah. And this might be a dead Braum. Is flashing away, but all it takes is one more jump in and an auto attack with Master Fire. This might, from Rated, actually gonna help that. But now Andy jumping over the wall can't do anything either with another rocket jump. Master Fire is gonna find himself a third reset as King D's also gonna be going down. Doodle's the next one to fall. Does find himself a return kill onto the Morgana, but this is just Tristana having the game of a century right now. 11-2-7 right now.
A little bit of some KSing there, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, he did a good job on almost all of those. You mean you mean Master Fire or someone else?
Oh, Rated R took the one kill from a smite, and Desno took another from a rocket.
Oh yeah.
Would have been a quad.
Would have been a quad. How dare? How dare? But Baron has been picked up again. 30 minutes in.
And the bot inhibitor turret has fallen, so I don't expect this to go on much longer at all. Like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, now King D is going for the Runins, I believe. I think that's what you build in this build after Ginsu's.
Yep. Andy, though, gonna be caught out again. It's gonna be falling.
It's a feels bad game for Andy. Just getting caught out over and over again.
Yeah, Master Fire, though, might be caught out himself, but another black shield from this Morgana doing a lot of work for the team right now. Pantheon not going to be able to find anything in.
And even if the black shield didn't come out, I don't think that Doodle has that much burst to stop the Buster Call that was like a second off the cooldown.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not, but they are going to be pushing up with that Baron. Looking to get possibly 3 inhibs as all 3 lanes getting pressured, and Battlecast just don't seem to have a way to start a fight. And they're going to be going onto it. Yeah, all 3 inhibs are down now.
Honestly, they could just reset now, grab the Drake, and then end it.
I think they're so far ahead. They're almost 20,000 gold ahead right now, right? Like, these guys are so freaking fed. They could probably be doing this push without the Baron, but they are actually going to be looking for one last fight. Doodle is already really low, trying to find his way in with the stone plate, but not going to get anything done. Another jump from Master Fire, going to find himself the first kill as they're going forward onto these towers, looking to take down Battlecast in game 1. 32 minutes in.
Very dominant fashion. 11-1 tower-wise. Almost 20k gold lead. Jeez.
Yeah. Pretty hefty advantage there. That was definitely a showing from Olympic. It's McQueen wants to add me. I don't know who you are, but sure. All right, let's go ahead and take a quick look at some of these numbers. That is ridiculous from Tristana, 12-2-8. Master Fire had a very rough early split, but definitely popping off now. Surprisingly, only doing 28,000 damage. But I guess it didn't really get to the point where he was dishing out deeps, but still really solid there. What are you thinking for Game 1 MVP, sir?
I'm thinking Master Fire.
Thinking Master Fire. Yeah, I think Master Fire makes a pretty compelling argument. My other two choices would have been Rated and Space Hamster, but I think Master Fire was navigating those fights superbly. He was getting a lot of resets, playing an aggressive Tristana, but not an inting Tristana, which I think is a very big difference. But yeah, big shout outs to Space Hamster. Landed every single bind, and it was actually absurd. I think Space Hamster was also a very, very big factor.
Radar love getting them ahead early was also a
And,
big factor, but
yeah.
Master Fire just able to control that lead that he had and not just get too aggressive and jump straight in and die.
Yep, it was a very controlled on it, which I think is where you see a lot of Tristanas like start faltering. So it's like, I got 2 kills above the enemy 80 carry. That means I can rocket jump on anybody and kill them in 2 shots. Like, no, you can't. Master Fire definitely seemed to understand that.
Yep. So Master Fire MVP game 1, very dominant, very dominant. I fully expect a Pantheon Trist and a Morg ban unless they want to just keep banning Just Snow, which even Just Snow did good on the Corki, 3-1-4, beating Business Trooper and CS.
Yeah, he did pretty darn good for himself. Hopefully, it wasn't kind of the pop-off game we're used to seeing, but hey, man, if you're the traditional carry for your team and you get carried by the rest of your team, that's a feels good day for you. You're like, wow, I get to sit back. That's great. All right.